Lord, whatever you're doing in the season, don't do it without me. Don't do it without me. Lord, whatever you're doing in this season, don't do it without me. Please, don't do it without me. Um, Hello. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ran. And welcome to Ranch Street. Welcome to Ranch Street. Today I'm going to be talking about my story. I have multiple sclerosis. I've already made a video. I've already made a video about this and posted it on Facebook, but I decided to go a little bit more in depth about it on YouTube. So, I was diagnosed last year, 2019, and it's been a journey. It's been 8 years of me going through this. I started having symptoms when I was 12 years old, but because I was so young and lesions had not formed, I was not diagnosed until 7 years later in 2019. So, I want to talk about not the whole going through it at 12 and then all of that. I want to talk specifically about 2017. In 2017, my medical insurance was taken. They said that I had aged out. Me not knowing my laws for my state, didn't know that you were supposed to have it till you were 21. They took mine when I was 18. So I went 3 years without insurance. And in those 3 years that my insurance was taken away, 6 lesions formed. And in 2019, they discovered that I had multiple sclerosis. Now, when I was in my sophomore year of college, I knew something was wrong. I was having blackout spells, seizure-like episodes almost every day. And this caused me to end up leaving college because I couldn't go to class, couldn't keep up with my work. So school was just like, we can't do anything for you. Your grades are slipping. There's nothing we can do. You're not going to class. There's nothing we can do. So I was sent home in 2017, and I was devastated because I wanted to be normal so bad, and I thought the normal thing was me to go to college, get my degree, start working, blah, blah, blah. But God was like, no, that's not the plan. And I wasn't angry, but I was disappointed. I was like, okay, I've been going through this 5 years at this point. 5 years at this point. I'm like, why can't I be normal? Why can't I just go through my life and get married, have kids, have a good job? Why can't I do that, God? Why? You know, we always do that. We always ask why. I'm no exception. I was like, why? But alas, I was sent home and I started working at a retail store. And I worked at this retail store for a year It might have been a year, almost 2. I don't want to lie. But while I was working there, I was working 8-hour shifts, and they were slowly deteriorating my body more and more. I was just like, I can barely walk. What is going on? And then in 2018, around like November, my vision started going away. And I was like, oh, it's nothing. I have migraines. That's what it is. My migraines are always right here. It's nothing. It was getting worse and worse. And I was like, God, don't do this to me. Please, God, don't do this. Do not take my vision. Do not make me blind. I mean, I've been going through this for 7 years at this point. Like, God, no. Do not make me blind. I don't want it. If you do that, you just gonna have to. I was just telling God no. And my mom picked me up from work. I called her and I was like, Mom, I can't see. Can you come get me? And she came. She was like, you want to go to the emergency room? I was like, let's go. Went to the emergency room. They wanted to do a CT scan, and I was like, I ain't got no way to pay for this, bro. I don't have any insurance. And she was like, well, I can give you something like Benadryl or something to help you with maybe you have inflammation in your eyes. We'll just try to see if the Benadryl helps. Benadryl knocked me out. And I remember coming back to consciousness and the PA coming back in the room and saying, so we did the CT scan. And I'm like, wait, hold up. The CT scan? When did that happen? But they did the CT scan and they found the lesions. And she was like, I think you have MS. So we're going to take you to the hospital. You'll be in there for 5 days. And we're going to treat it with steroids. And we're going to get you some help. You'd think that was like the end of the story. You found out what was wrong. Now they can treat it. They gave me emergency Medicaid until I turned 21. And I turned 21 6 months after I was diagnosed. And so I'm on year 8 of being sick and no insurance, no job, can barely see. And I won't lie, it's gotten worse. But God, I feel like He's kept me sane through this whole thing. Because He's like, no one wants to help you, I will. He'll do it. I've been sick so long that it feels normal, and I don't want it to feel normal. But God, I just had an MRI done today because the limping has gotten worse and I'm still having vision problems, and I get treatments every month for it, but still my body's like, but God willing, God doing, everything's gonna work out. And I just want to encourage somebody, no matter what you're going through, the moment you give up is the moment you die. I feel like the moment that I give up and say, I'm just done with this is it, nope, is the moment that there's no point in me living. So I hope this video helped someone. Hope it encouraged someone. Don't pity me. I'm strong. But I hope you have a blessed day. I hope God continues to shower blessings upon blessings in your life. And I love you. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.